Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with a review of a movie that came out a couple weeks ago. I finally got the chance to check this one out. I wasn't in too much of a hurry because of what I had heard from word of mouth, but is it better than what I've heard? We're gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm here with my review of the 2017 action horror film, The Mummy, coming up now. A U.S. military officer named Nick Morton and his friend are on the hunt for treasure in Iraq. After an airstrike unearths an Egyptian tomb, the duo, along with archaeologist Jennifer Halsey, investigate the ancient discovery. They find a sarcophagus which belongs to the evil princess Amenet, who killed her family out of jealousy and was mummified and buried alive in the tomb for her crimes. While transporting the sarcophagus back to London, crows cause the plane to crash. Soon after, Amenet is set free and is searching for a certain object from her past to perform a ritual. Will Nick and company be able to stop her? So what did I think of The Mummy? I thought it's a messy and horrendous action horror film. After some failed attempts over the past few years, this is Universal's official first entry into their cinematic universe known as the Dark Universe, which will connect all of the classic old-time movie monsters. They really seem to be cramming that fact down our throats between the logo for the universe before the film, which seems like they're really counting their chickens before they hatch, and the fact that there's simply too much teasing and setting up of other things rather than focusing on a mummy movie itself. One of the film's biggest problems is that it feels like it's having an identity crisis, whether it wants to be an action-adventure film or a horror flick, and unfortunately, it fails at everything. The tone of the film is all over the place, as there might be something dark or freaky going on, and it's ruined by a cheesy one-liner. The comedy in the film is terrible, and I've heard better jokes come out of a 3-year-old than anything here. The horrendous dialogue between the characters will be sure to make you roll your eyes pretty often. The movie just really jumps from one big action set piece to another, and while the action sequences can be cool, such as the plane crash or the mummy wreaking havoc on a city, the trailers just showed way too much, as I knew exactly what would be coming next. As far as the horror elements go, there's some zombies, camel spiders, and rats who attack our heroes, but they're certainly not scary by any means. There's way too many fake-out visions, which got on my nerves, including a complete subplot which rips off an American werewolf in London. Nick also has to deal with the fact that he's been cursed and is Amenet's chosen one to use his body for a vessel, for Set, the god of death. I also thought that the ending was pretty dumb and of course leaves things open for another film. While I did like Amenet's backstory and overall look, I couldn't bring myself to care about any of the humans. There are a number of characters to have very little reason to be there, and I felt most of the cast was miscast in their roles. I also didn't feel any chemistry at all with the romance and thought that Tom Cruise had more chemistry with the Mummy. Tom Cruise stars as Nick Morton, the military officer who survives a plane crash and realizes he's been cursed by the evil mummy and has to try to stop her and break his curse. Russell Crowe as Dr. Henry Jekyll, a brilliant scientist who's the head of Prodigium, the organization in charge of locating and capturing monsters. Annabelle Wallis as Jennifer Halsey, the archaeologist who had a one-night stand with Nick. Sophia Boutella, how you doing, as Princess Amenet, the young woman who thought she was to be Queen of Egypt, but ended up being a mummy instead. And Jake Johnson as Corporal Chris Vale, Nick's friend and partner in crime. The Mummy makes the first Brendan Fraser film look like a masterpiece, and just tries too hard in every aspect. Hey, The Mummy, You know what you got for your rating? I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Alright, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. I'm actually going to be back tomorrow with another Tom Cruise movie review in honor of 4th of July. We're going to take a look at the 1989 film that Tom Cruise was actually nominated for an Academy Award for, Born on the 4th of July. How about that? So make sure you come back and check that out as well. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTrueBaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.